Welcome back, lovelies. Okay, so this one is pretty much how to study for a test in one night. Now, first of all, it's not recommended to study for a test last minute, so you normally don't want to do it. But if you're lazy like me and just a huge procrastinator like I am, these couple steps will help you. Now, you can't pass a test if you know nothing about the materials, but if you have paid a little of attention in class, but you need some more reinforcements, then this might help. Step one is gather all the materials. So you want to know what chapters that test is going to be on. You need that book. Get that book. Have your teachers handed some paperwork to give you what specific points are going to be on that test. Your notebook for that class that has all of your notes, slides, all of that material. Once you know what chapters are going to be on the exam or what exactly is going to be on that. Now, for those information, you'll most likely get it from your professors. You don't want to email them that last minute. So if you literally know nothing about it, then you can contact your classmates and maybe they will know. If not, then I don't know. So once you have everything gathered, your next step is no electronics. Put your phone away. Unless you need your iPad or your computer because it has your notes on them, take them away. Turn them off. Just no electronics. That literally does not help you concentrate. And once you hear that phone ring, you want to check who it is. Because if you're like me, once I get that text message iPhone sound, it's like I need to know who it is. Even if I won't reply, I need to read it at least. And then most likely I'll reply like, yep, I need to. And you also waited this long to study for your exam. You can spend 2, 3, 4 hours without your phone. You won't die. Sometimes I feel like I will die, but you won't. Trust me on that. The next step is you want to take flashcards. Flashcards, everyone learns differently. For me, flashcards work. Memorization works for a lot of people. So I take the flashcards, I put the keyword or a question on one side and then the answer or the definition on the other side. That helps. Even for a computer science major, that has helped me so far. I ask myself questions based on the material, based on the slides. I also apologize if you can hear my mother. She is upstairs and she's a little loud. Spanish moms. Yeah, you don't play with them. Okay. Once you've filled out one card, read it over to yourself. And then read it out loud again. And then put it away and then do the second card and just do that, follow that step. Another thing is take breaks. You need breaks. If you sit there and try to cram all of the material in one night, you'll probably explode. Not literally, but I mean, it's just too much to remember. So there's a couple methods that you could follow. I don't really have them on hand right now, but study for 30 minutes, take a 5-minute break. Study for an hour, take a 10-minute break. You need a break. You remember, you can't just take it all. And then for your breaks, have a snack, mini workout, do some jump ropes, get your blood pumping. That may help. You don't want to be studying and eating 20 Kit Kats. I'm not guilty of that, I promise. I'm not addicted to Kit Kats. I'm sorry. Okay, but you don't want to be eating unhealthy foods while you're trying to remember everything. You really won't remember it, and then you'll feel shitty afterwards. Okay, you won't feel shitty after eating it, but you'll feel shitty that night when you just have studied and you literally cannot remember everything that you've just studied. So have some fruits, have some vegetables. You can have grapes, any fruits. I'm just gonna sit here and name them all. And any vegetables is good. You can even have a meal if you want and break it out into pieces. You can have a protein bar. Protein can help with the memory. There's a lot of things you can have that isn't candy, that isn't sweet, and just completely unhealthy. The next step is get a good night's rest. You don't need to have your 12 hours of sleep, but you also don't want to go to your test at 10 in the morning with having just slept 3 hours of sleep. You want at least 6 to more 8 hours of sleep, 6 to 9. I am not a doctor. I am not telling you those are the exact hours that you should be doing, but do your research. How many hours should you have of sleep? You should be sleeping. I think everyone sleeps, I think everyone is supposed to sleep around 6 to 9 hours of sleep every day. Stick to around that. If you need more, take more. Don't take less. I don't recommend it. You can talk to your doctor to see if you could take less hours. I'm not a specialist. I'm not one that should be recommending hours of sleep. But, you know, you've waited this long, and not sleeping is not going to help you remember everything. So you still want to sleep. Take your 2, 3, 4 hours to study. Take a good night's rest, and then have a good breakfast. If you're not a breakfast person, have a banana, have some milk, have some protein, you know, that will help with the memory. Have peppermints. That sometimes helps while taking the exam. And then the last step is don't stress. I know that's really hard to not stress during an exam, but I mean, if you've learned nothing, you won't just know everything at the time of the exam. But if you know a little bit, it might just come to you, you know. Memorization, you'll sit through, you'll remember yourself asking yourself questions about the exam. You know, those questions will come to you. And if not, then you can just do better next exam, you know. It is not the last one. Hopefully this is not your final. But it is not your last one. You can make it up. There's extra credit. There's homework. You know, it's not the end of the world. You can still do good in school if you fail that 1 or 2 exam. But yeah, that is all for today. If you want to check out my blog, you can go to www.thelovelyhoo.com and let me know down in the comments if you like this video, if you'd like to see more of these videos. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.